10 references you missed in We Bare Bears. We Bare Bears, the iconic animated series of Cartoon Network, regarded by some as one of the most legendary and well-made series of the studio. We Bare Bears was such a lively, fun, and bright animated series that really made you smile and feel good with every episode. A fun world where these three cute brothers embark on countless adventures in every episode where each one is funnier than the other. In an amazing animated world full of shiny personalities, life, and things to do. We Bare Bears was so successful mainly because of its perfect set of characters. The three fun and adventurous brothers who set off together to live new fun experiences into the big city. Each one of these three brothers represents a specific type of bear in a funny way and their real-life personalities. First, we have Grizzly. He's the oldest and the quote-unquote leader of the brother pack. Although the more we watch the series, we realize that sometimes he doesn't live up to the title, to be honest. Grizzly is very outgoing and likes to be in fun situations a lot. He is incredibly sociable and likable by the people, but at the same time, in many occasions, he can also be an introvert. Secondly, we have the cute and fun Panda. He is the middle brother of the pack, and he is nicknamed Pan by Grizzly, a title that fits him perfectly because of his personality. He's very kind, and he becomes embarrassed or anxious very easily. When put in awkward situations, he does not know what to do. Panda is also less confident than his other brothers, and since he's a panda who comes from Asia, he also likes anime a lot. And last but not least, we have Ice Bear. Ice Bear is a polar bear, basically. He's the youngest of the pack, and he barely even speaks. He's super stoic and reserved, who doesn't even show any emotions at all. His personality is very cold, but at the same time, in many scenes, we can also see his very empathetic side. He's multilingual and speaks over 5 languages, yes. As these three cute and fun bears grow up and move to San Francisco, they always find a way to get themselves into the funniest and most awkward situations. Their adventures in every episode are always joyful to watch. You never get bored of the ways to handle these situations. Overall, We Bare Bears is such a perfectly well-made animated series that every one of us misses. But there are a lot of references in the We Bare Bear episodes that you probably missed while watching them. These references are not always so obvious and you may have missed them. So without further ado, let's get straight into the 10 references you missed in We Bare Bears. Let's go, guys! At the beginning, the first thing we see is Grizz walking across the countryside, mountains, and nature in a very happy mood, casually singing along in a very funny way. Typical Grizz behavior, you know? While he's walking, he's singing, looking for a place for me to go, until he reaches a train track. In it, he stumbles upon another bear who was laying there in the middle of the tracks. That's Panda right there for you guys. He sees him and he instantly gets excited, saying that he finally found someone his size and has cool stripes. He asks Panda why is he laying there, and he tells them that his foot got stuck. He tries to help him out, but he can't get his foot out of the tracks, especially Panda, who is literally unbothered by the whole situation. He just doesn't care. But suddenly, they hear a train coming towards them, and that's when things get real for the two pandas. Ice Bear hears them while he's on a tree, and since Ice Bear is the strongest of them all, he easily gets him out and they start running away. Now, in this scene right here, when the train crushes all of Grizz's things, if we zoom in, we can spot multiple references to the real world. Here we can see a Furby. The Furby is an electronic toy that was first released in Japan in 1998, and in the year 2000s, the company started selling worldwide, and it quickly grew in popularity, reaching over $40 million in sales. Here we can also see a bottle of maple syrup with a leaf on it, referencing the flag of Canada, which, as we see later into the series, is a country that Grizz always wanted to go to. We can also see a deck of poker cards, mainly because Grizz is a very active character and likes to play a lot of games, and a couple of other interesting objects. Really cool references, guys. After this, Ice Bear and Grizz help Panda get his foot out of the track, and they start running away. Unfortunately, as we saw before, Grizz's things get crushed by the train. As they run, Panda gets really tired and he starts to slow down while the train is approaching them faster and faster. But the strongest bear of them all, Ice Bear, puts him on his back and starts running with him on his back. This really shows how fast and incredibly strong Ice Bear is in comparison to the other bears. Then Grizz is left behind because he also gets tired, and Panda helps him get on Ice Bear's back too. But soon, it's very clear that the train will get them, and Panda starts saying we're not gonna make it. Then Grizz wakes up, and then we see that it was all a dream. All of that first storyline at the beginning was a dream. Now, if we go back to this scene, right after Grizz's back is crushed by the train, we see them all running out, but if we focus on Ice Bear, we can see that he's running in a very particular way. Well, this running position that Ice Bear is using here is a direct reference to Naruto. Released in 1999, Naruto was a Japanese manga series that was later turned into a TV show that became massively popular popular all over the world in a very short period of time. This was mainly due to its intriguing, action-packed, and well-written storyline. And whenever the main character Naruto starts running towards the target in the series, he runs in the same position as the one we see Ice Bear using here. This running position has also become a very popular meme all over the internet, and because of this, the directors wanted to give it a little funny reference here. When Grizz wakes up and he realizes that it was all a dream, he starts panicking, but then he slowly calms down as he starts to see that everything is okay around him. He then looks at his calendar casually, and he's shocked to find out that it was the day of the thing. When he sees this, he jumps out of the bed, and this time he panics for real because they're gonna be late to the thing. He gets out of his room and he goes to call Panda, whom we see taking selfies of himself in the other room in this scene right here. I mean, what do you expect? It's Panda. He goes to change his clothes, but Grizz immediately takes him out and tells him that they don't have a lot of time. Together, they go to call Ice Bear, who is in the fridge. They open the fridge and they find him making an ice sculpture inside of the fridge. Then we see a scene where the mailman calls them and they knock him with the door. And finally, we see the intro of the We Bear Bears. Now, backing it up to the scene where Ice Bear is making the ice sculpture, if we zoom into the sculpture, we see that it has the three bears one over the other. This is a clear reference to the iconic scene of the intro of We Bear Bears, where the bears are walking each one over the other. If we put them apart, we see that the reference is way more than clear. A very interesting reference that you probably missed. Fast forward to a couple of minutes into the series, we see that the bears go to the thing that they have been waiting for months. We finally see what it is when they get there, and what is it? A food truck opening. Yes, the bears waited all of that time for this food truck to open. When the woman inside it announces its opening, they order a meal. They're all happy and excited about this special moment when suddenly some people gather around them to complain about bears. Then the police come and they open a book of complaints about the bears. Then a limousine pulls up with the word viral on the plate, and then a huge red carpet unfolds. But the person inside is not a person, but an animal. A koala named Nam Nam. And he's the most viral guy in the whole country. He gets everything for free, and he's super popular because of making a face online, which has gained him way over 100 million followers online. Now the bears realize that in order to be liked like Nam Nam, they have to make a viral video like him. So they go home and they start recording a video to be popular like him. They put a green background behind Panda like in the real life videos, and they mess with the green background all the time, putting funny things behind it. Now, in this scene, Grizz is actually putting real-life memes in the background, not just random pics. Here we see a reference to the Success Baby meme. The meme was popularized in 2007, and it went on to become the internet's most famous kid. This one is a reference to the problem solver guy, who became known on the internet as the roll save guy. Then we see the famous meme of the cat who plays the piano, the dramatic cow meme, and finally, they show us the iconic and unforgettable Nyan cat meme. It was first shared in 2011, and the video became the 5th most viewed video in 2011. And finally, a reference to the Grumpy Cat meme. Such a funny compilation of references that you probably missed. After this scene, they set it all up to have it all ready and finally go live in the whole country of Canada. Everyone's connection to the country is interrupted, and since now they know that they have a massive audience, they start doing everything to go viral. They tell people to comment because bears are the best animal on the planet, and they start doing a dance in the beginning of their life. Now, this dance they do right here is a direct reference to Fortnite. In Fortnite, you can choose many dances for your skin, and one of the most popular dances in the whole game was the one we see the bears doing right here in this scene. Then Ice Bear does the bottle flip challenge, popularized by a student in 2016. This challenge became massively popular too, all over the world, garnering millions and millions of views across the world. Then while people are watching their iPhone, Ice Bear does this move right here, a reference to the dab. Grizz then starts to dance at a farm while doing this move right here. Again, this is a reference to the Gangnam Style. Released on July the 15th, Gangnam Style quickly became one of the most viewed videos on the internet when finally, by the end of 2012, it became the first video on YouTube to reach 1 billion views, until it was surpassed by another music video in 2017. Ice Bear then drops a huge bucket full of water on Grizz, making a reference to the Ice Bucket Challenge. And finally, this dance right here is a reference to the Pen Pineapple Pen meme, a scene with so many references that you probably couldn't keep up. And well, my guys, that's all the dose of DJ there is for today. I really hope you guys liked this video and liked all of the amazing references you missed in We Bear Bears. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one, my guys. Peace!